All right. I'm going to say it twice just to make sure that you don't start getting funny ideas and you start thinking every woman is toxic. Is every point I'm going to bring in on this video, if she only has one of them, do not freak out and be like, oh my gosh, she's toxic. If she has multiple of them or all of them, well, yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that you're dealing with someone that you want to shoo. So pay attention. Again, I said I'm going to repeat it. If you hear one of those things and the girl you're talking to has one of these points, do not assume she's toxic. No one is perfect in this world. However, if she has multiple of them, yes, you want to check out from that flight. Don't get on that plane. You're going to get screwed. That plane is going to crash hard. All right. So the subject of this video, how toxic women will test your frame. Woo! That's a good subject. And I'm probably one of the best people to talk about it because I've dealt with a lot of toxic women. And I'm going to give you guys a little twist. The reason why I've dealt with a lot of toxic women is because I was toxic myself. You attract what you are. That's a fact. So if what I'm saying triggers you and you're like, oh my God, this girl's well, you might want to look at yourself in the mirror too. Like, actually, you always want to look at yourself in the mirror. I still look at myself in the mirror and try to improve all the time to become a better man. So let's get into those points, big boy. All right, so the first one. She flakes a date last minute without giving you another date. So, like, I don't know. And there's different levels to it, There's the day before, like, oh, I forgot I have something going on. My sister just got in town. Or the day itself, which is worse. An hour before the date, which is even worse. That can happen too. And, of course, very short and sweet. Some of them will just be dry. That's because they really don't give a shit. But sometimes they'll be like, okay, like I'll be sweet like that. Like, he won't get annoyed, but like it's still very short. So it's like not many sentences. She's not gonna call you most likely. Honestly, if she calls you, is because she respects you in some form. Like, honestly, taking the time to call someone to cancel a plan, or like, give a justification, that's a different situation. And I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the example where it's not toxic, because that's the problem. If you hear flaking and it's like in your mind, you're going to be like, oh shit, she flaked, she must be toxic. It's like, no, be careful. It's not even flaking at this point. It's like life happened. If the woman gives you justification, relax. And then I don't want you to go and like, oh, maybe she lied. Like, relax, man. Like, at a certain point, you just gotta like you're gonna feel it anyways. And the way the person's gonna talk to you, like if they're bullshitting or not. And even if they are, like, look, it's all them. It's gonna bite their ass one day or another. Believe me. You can never act like trash and it's not gonna come back to you. It will always come back to you. So yeah, so the day itself is worse. An hour before, maybe even a few minutes, ghosting. But it all goes into the same category. She flicked your ass, okay? And of course, she's never gonna suggest another date. And this is where she traps you. Is that she's so used to men always chasing and wanting dates with her that she wants to see if you're gonna maybe press again, or she assumes that you'll probably try another time to ask her out on a date. In a lot of cases, she's actually gonna be in her head like, oh, thank God I canceled. I didn't really want to go. But she'll have in her head, like, probably the idea that, yeah, he's probably going to ask again. And you see, there's different levels. There's women where they see that you never ask again, and they'll just like, okay, all's good. They go on with their life. You go on with your life. Everybody's happy. There's situations where the woman is extremely toxic, and what she'll do is, because she sees you're never reaching out, she'll reach out to you again, just to get your attention again, because she needs something from you, but she doesn't want to get involved romantically or get to know you for real. And guess what's going to happen to you if you're naive? you're gonna try to ask her out again because you're gonna think that her coming back to you means she's interested. But no, sir, you gotta understand that. You know? And it's okay if you've done the mistake once, twice, or 3 times, but after a while you need to learn. Or else you're gonna keep repeating. This is why I'm saying that, like, if you're hearing this video or watching this video, like, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror as well, because there's clearly something wrong going on if you keep getting yourself into situations like this. Like, when this happens, you should be able to, like, just cross the lady out completely. No second chance, she's out. You know, like, there's a lot of beautiful opportunities out there. You do not need to sit at one and be like, oh, maybe she changed. Nah, just go on. It's okay. You know, like, go to the next call. So that's for the first point. The second one, it's a little bit more subtle, but she has a tendency to leave you on red. So it's like she clearly saw your message, but she always leaves you on red, and then she'll reply to you like God knows when. Again, it's to see if you're gonna chase or freak out. And you know, a lot of guys being left on red, it triggers them, because it's like, how could you open a message and then never reply? And you know, I'll be honest, me, I'm at a point where actually there's even people, it's not even about like dating, it's just like someone I messaged and they left me on red, and I don't care. Because first of all, I won't notice the red unless I'm like, oh yeah, I messaged this person and maybe I need to say something else. Or it's like, I need to like follow up because I need an answer. You see what I'm saying? And usually what happens is, if I see that the message is not even read, I'll be like, oh, well, the person didn't open the message. It's not important for them. And I'll be honest, I said follow up. I don't even follow up anymore. Unless it's business and it's something else. If it's like human interaction or relationships, you do not open the message or you leave me on red. Okay, cool. Like, I see how it is. It's okay. Like, I'm not going to waste my energy trying to figure out, like, why did you leave me on red? Did I do something wrong? Nah, I don't have time for that. So that's how you have to develop your mind. It's, as a man, is if a lady leaves you on red, you don't even question it. If she comes back to you and says, hey, like, I had a lot going on, and I'll be honest, there again, the good side of it. Let's say a lady leaves you on red, but then she opens up and she says, look, I was afraid, you know, like, my emotions got involved a lot, and like, I'm really into you, or I'm really interested, but I'm scared at the same time. I'll be honest, it's legit. It's legit because women are very emotional, you know? So like, it can happen that, you know, something's gonna happen and it's gonna make her freak out. And sometimes it could happen that the person had something huge happen in their life and they completely forgot, you know, especially if you're not a priority. It's actually, it makes total sense. So if she comes back to you and justifies, thumbs up. You don't have to be like, oh, she's toxic. You know, like, thumbs up. Now, another one that's a little bit more subtle, but it's still childish behavior. It's, let's say the girl you're talking to that you like keeps liking your stories or liking your posts, or even like maybe even trying to comment, but normally when she comments it's because she's trying to bait you. It's because she sees that you're not reacting, but pretty much she's interacting with your social media, but she's never making a move directly towards you. Cross out right away. It's just breadcrumb, straight up. I can tell you, just cross out. Do not waste your time. Social media interactions means nothing. Even when things are going well with a lady, if she's not liking your stuff, who gives a fuck? It's not important. Like, seriously, if as a man, for you it's important that the girl you're talking to likes your posts when there's already a lot of other people liking your stuff, or, you know, like, dealing with your social media, you're just insecure. It's not proof of love. Like, liking your posts or replying to your story is not proof of love. Yes, it can add to it. It's like a tiny little cherry on the sundae. See it like that, but it's not necessary for your relationship. Now it's different when you're in a really serious relationship and you won't even have to ask. It's gonna be automatic. Your partner will most likely like every fucking post, but it's different. It's because now they're like, you know, they're supporting you. it's different. It's like you guys got to another level. But when you guys are getting to know each other, it doesn't mean shit. And even when you guys are together, like let's say you're really busy for a while and you don't really go on social media, or you mute everyone because you just don't want to be distracted, your partner should not be like butthurt by that. It's futile. And now the next point, that one is savage. If you're not prepared, like that one, like there's a lot of guys that will pass over the 3 first points, okay? But the fourth one, it's savage. It's savage. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me laugh now because like I said, now I don't give a shit. But oh my god, I'm so evil. I'm laughing. It's not funny. Like for the guys that they're going through this, it's not funny. But eventually, one day, like stay strong, okay? Eventually, you'll surpass that, and you won't give a shit. And honestly, you won't even deal with that anymore. The woman will comply at first, just to pull away later. Woo! That one. Yee! That one, it can sting. Because what happens to the guy thinks everything's gonna go well. You know, like, oh my god, you know, she's always available. She even cancels plans for me. And then, bam, out of nowhere, you can see the interest drop. You know, like she'll start doing the other points that I told you before, but she wasn't doing that at first. And you're just like, what the fuck? And you know what the problem is that if you're not good with yourself, if you're not really confident, and you know that, look, you know you're a good man, you know you're focused on your shit, you're gonna start thinking, what did I do wrong? And it's gonna make your head spin. And it's not even about like her specifically sometimes, it's just that, you know, men love to understand. They love to get an explanation, and they're gonna be like, what the hell went wrong? Like, why is she doing that? She's toxic, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the points that if the woman has that, it pretty much, it covers the other points, because like I told you, she will start doing the behaviors I told you in the first points when she does that fourth point. So at that point, yeah, she's toxic, bro. Just walk away. Walk away, don't look back. You do not need to deal with that. It's a waste of energy. I know it sucks. It's not cool, but look, these are women, they love to, they're teasers. Meaning they love to see how much they can get a guy involved before pushing them away. And it's also because they're afraid, but it's in a bad way. It's like in a really bad way, because they're wasting your time. And because let's be honest, what would it in this situation be? Yeah, it would be the outcome that would be less toxic, and that you could actually potentially one day give that lady a chance. It's if, let's say, she complies at first, but then things get so intense and she realizes that she's not ready, and she tells you. She's like, look, I really like you, I appreciate you, but I'm just not ready right now, and I'd rather not continue and like hurt you, or like, you know, do something that would make you annoyed or mad. So I'd rather if we stop. That's respectful. Now the thing is, if you're a guy that's like very sensitive, and you're still not a grown ass man in the heart, you know, like you're really not independent, it might still butt hurt you. And then you just burned your chance with her in the future. Because think about it, if you actually respond properly and you're like, look, it is what it is, and you continue your life, all good, there's two things that might happen. One, you'll continue your life, you'll meet another woman, and that woman will actually be aligned with you. Or you continue your life, and if you two are actually meant to be together, you guys will find each other. And when I say you guys will find each other, she will find you. Like, no, pretty much, that's what I mean. It's like she will find you, she will find a way to, like, she'll either have, because she has your Instagram or your number, she'll contact you. You know, because she'll remember, she'll have a good memory of you. She'll know that, like, you know, you were respectful, you were a gentleman, you didn't like lash out because you were too much in need of pussy and booty. And like, yeah, she'll appreciate that, and she'll respect you more. So it's gonna increase the chances of her going to you when she's actually ready to get involved. However, my advice to you in that situation, don't, like, I mean, if a woman comes back and there was no drama and it says that you were both respectful, don't either, like, just jump into it and be like, oh my god, yes, now it's gonna work. You need to observe if she's consistent. And honestly, if you truly worked on yourself and evolved, you wouldn't be that interested in her anyways. Even if she also evolved, I was gonna say involved. Yeah, even if she evolved as well, you're probably not gonna be that interested in her. So it should be easy for you to, like, literally vet her. Meaning, see if she's actually able to have stellar behavior. Like, pretty much no room for mistakes. Not in the beginning phases, that's for sure. Look, when you guys get to know each other more, okay, you'll see her flaws and she'll see your flaws. But in the beginning, you both should have stellar behavior. That's how it is. So the thing is, don't, like, get all crazy, like, oh yeah, like, she came back. No, observe. Live your life, observe, and you might actually have other women in your orbit that are actually interesting to it. You choose the best option for yourself. That's it, that's all. Just like she will do the same thing too. Okay, like, don't freak out about that. But yeah, that one is the one I want you to watch out the most for, because yeah, a lot of women love the attention, especially if you're a handsome guy, you got great vibe, you're magnetic. Yeah, she's not gonna wanna, like, turn you down like she'll turn down a simp. So she might fuck you up there. Now the next one that's just, like, disrespectful at that point, and you don't need to deal with that, and it's not as bad as the previous one. And it says that, when I say not as bad, I would say it's more bad, but it's not as bad. It says that it could damage you. It wouldn't damage you as much mentally because it's more direct. It's like a flag that you'll see right away, and you're like, nah, I'm not dealing with that shit. The other one, it's like she trapped you, So what is it? The last point I'm gonna bring is that she talks to you about her ex all the time, or even other guys. I'm sorry, if a woman does that, like, look. And then the trap that a lot of guys fall under is that they're gonna start being the coach or the I was gonna say the psychiatrist. Yeah, pretty much almost the psychiatrist. But yeah, the psychologist. He's gonna be like, oh, like, yeah, he's not a good guy. Yeah, you deserve better. No, man. Honestly, a woman that wants to get to know you, she won't waste 1 minute talking about any fucking guy. Like, she won't waste any time talking to you about any other guy because she's focused on you. Just like you should never talk about your ex. Why do you need to talk about your ex? Like, there's no need. Even if it's a story, like, that's relatable, why you do not need to talk about your ex. I mean, it could happen one time because it's so relevant. Or maybe the other person asks a question, okay. But keep it short. You do not care. Me, I do not talk to women about my exes. My exes, honestly, to me, it's like I never had a relationship before. That's how it feels for me. I do not need to talk anything. Like, there's nothing to say. It's like, yes, I had this relationship. Boom, that's it. It didn't work. I had this relationship. Boom, it didn't work. I have nothing to say. There's nothing necessary for me to, like, evacuate. Why? Because I did the work on myself already. I've already digested all the bullshit from the past. So I do not need to, when I start talking to a lady, bore her with an ex. And then you know what happens when you talk about your ex, or she talks about her ex? What will happen is that you'll be subconsciously in competition with the ex and vice versa. You don't want that. For example, let's say you go to a gym, okay? And there's a girl you were dating, or your ex goes to that gym. I'll be honest with you. You do not need to mention to your new girl that, yeah, my ex goes there, or a girl I used to date goes there. I'll be brutally honest. If she asks you and says, why does this girl keep looking at us, or she's weird, or she was bitchy looking at me in the locker room, okay, yeah, that's my ex. And then she's like, well, why didn't you tell me? It's like, because I don't give a shit about her. Like it's over. It's over. It's like it's not important. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. As a man, if your girl comes back to you and says like, yeah, what was this girl looking at you? Well, that shows you how bad of a person your ex is. Because if your ex was a grounded person, a respectful person, they would act as if they don't even know you guys. Because they don't want to cause drama. But guess what? Because she's stuck in chaos. When you bring a new girl, she will purposely look at your new girl. And girls are not dumb. You know, they'll be like, why does this bitch look at me like this? I know there's something off about this girl. And she'll ask you. You know? And it's up to you to deal with it. You know, you say, look, it's my ex or a girl I dated, and that's it. And I don't care. Like, I moved on. And that's where you can be like, you see, the reason I didn't even talk about her is because I really don't care. It's not important. I'm focusing on you. Like, I do not need to bring up, like, old stuff. Like, to me, she's irrelevant. And when you do that, you actually show the other person that, look, you're past that stuff. But if you start, like, going to justification and be like, oh, well, it's because I was afraid that you're going to be mad. It's like, no. Like, I don't care. And if, honestly, the new girl gets mad at you and you're chill, I'm sorry, we'll cross her out too. Make them meet. Make them become friends. You two should be friends, I think. You guys would go well together. And that's it, that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like, you could maybe put in the comments which point you need to be careful more with, because it's challenging you. And don't forget to subscribe like that. You don't miss out the future videos. And I'll see you guys soon.